Hello everybody, and in this video I will show you how I've completed all quests, whole star chart and got to Master Rank 10 in just 10 days, so stay with me. If you end up enjoying this video, leave it a like and subscribe to the channel for even more challenges in the future, not only from Warframe but other games as well. I like to make my games challenging, random, not only in Warframe but other games as well, so maybe you'll find something interesting for yourself. If you wish to see the whole stream of our journey, link to the playlist is in the description. So with that being said, let's go on with the video. My tasks were simple. Unlock Arbitration, which requires us to complete the whole star chart, complete all the quests in the game and reach Master Rank 10. Simple, right? Yeah, it will be very simple to be honest, so I need to make a tiny bit harder. So these are my restrictions for this run. I cannot buy any platinum, which leaves us with only 50 starting platinum for the whole challenge. We cannot join or create any dojo. We cannot trade with other players. We cannot use any prime equipment, which means all prime warframes, weapons and mods are off the table. Every mission must be done solo for the first times. There are only two exceptions from this rule, and they are Eidolon hunts and isolation vaults, since they will take me like 30 to 40 minutes per one run, and we just didn't have this kind of time. So, and of course sorties and relic farms I was also able to do with other players, but if I unlocked the missions first. On top of that, I have only 7 hours a day to play, except of course the last day, because on day 10 we can play until the daily reward cycle reaches day 11, so we get basically additional 2 hours for the last day, which we ended up not needing at all. So with all that being said, let's see how it went. Well, day 1 we started with a little struggle, especially with the RNG part. Of course we started the challenge while picking Vault, Scanna, Lato and Paris. We picked Volt because he's basically good and at everything that he does. He's not particularly like overpowered at it, but it's fine for the first frame. And by the way, we cannot farm him since we don't have Dojo, so Volt it is. After doing the tutorial awakening, after basically doing the first mission, we now can get XP for our gear, so we rushed through as fast as we could and got our Master Rank for a 1 test as soon as possible. Halfway through the quest, we got our Master Rank 1, which allowed us to tap into 24-hour cycle around 35 minutes after the start. Next was the Warframes, which is still a tutorial quest, which we managed to finish without any problems whatsoever. Then we came to Cetus and started the Saya's Vigil quest with no problem at all. After the quest we fought our way through Venus and Mercury Junction, and then a quick pit stop on the Once Awake quest, which is really short and introduces us to basically infested enemies. After the quest we complete the whole Mercury, so we don't have to worry about it anymore, and went for some rhino farming. With some struggles with RNG, of course, we managed to get all 3 parts, but it took us a while, especially for this freaking neuroptic, but singing save it all. Bullshit! I just need neuroptics. So show me your neuroptics. Thank you fucking god! I just needed to sing, and that's all it took. Oh, for fuck's sake. And then we started the How of Cooper quest, which we cannot finish until day 3, since it takes 48 hours to mature our doggy. And this will be a very good doggy. Useless, but very good doggy. When clearing Mars, we got ourselves some item treasure with Maru and started the Arkwing quest. And while we were trying to farm some resources for the quest, we stumbled upon the Invasion, which will give us Nyx parts, which allows us to farm Nyx instead of Excalibur, since this farm is much quicker, much easier. So we did basically Nyx instead of Excalibur, in order to of course save time. After completing the Arkwing, we went into Phobos and searched for plastids to finish our Rhino. And with only 89 plastids left, our timing runs out for today, so we spent our 10 free platinum on neurosensor and started crafting of Nyx instead of Rhino. And that was our day 1. Day 2 started really nice and smooth. We've completed Ceres and Jupiter junctions, we did Vox Solaris quest and started to farm some frames. We managed to get Frost really quickly actually, so with all that done we went for a little bit of break. Then we've completed the Limbo Theorem and New Strange quest, and then the nightmare started basically. Because we went to farm Valkyr. First 10 minutes it was like no problem at all, we got neuroptics, we got chassis, everything was going great. But then we spent whole 30 fucking minutes grinding only systems. Give me systems! Oh, you know what? Give me chassis or neuroptics. Give me chassis or neuroptics. And now you fucking listen. Fuck! This is bullying, hate speech, negative attitude, griefing, all that. I'm reporting you, Aled. I want to see the systems here right now.
Let's get out of here. Corpus walkers are heading to your location. They won't be bothering us anymore.
We get the systems because ninjas play for free!
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
I just want the fucking systems. Can I come on?
Assassination contract.
Thank you! It was pure agony. On top of that, I've accidentally solved the chassis blueprint for Frost, so I had to go back and do 2 more runs to get it. So yeah, that happened. After that, we went to Saturn in order to farm some plastids for Rhino. Actually a good drop chance this time. Yeah, we managed to get a lot of plastids, not only for Rhino but for Valkyr and Mag as well. But Limbo required an Argon Crystal and some Neurodes. I was really running out of time, so with some discussion with chat we decided that the best way will be just craft some Sentinels, since they get us the same amount of Mastery Rank XP as Warframes. So we just buy and build 1 Sentinel in the future. And just like that, we sold all the Limbo blueprints. And that is how our day 2 went. To be completely honest with you, day 3 was really uneventful. We've completed Man of the Few Words, How of Kubrov and Heart of Deimos. Unlocked Uranus. After that we just spent the rest of the day gathering resources and standing from Cetus, Fortuna and Deimos. Mostly on Deimos, since we need a lot of Deimos resources to get our Necromech done. On day 4 we came back to the quest, so we did Nata, which is fine, but it's quite boring for majority of it. But then we got one of the best, the Second Dream. It gave us a carry weapon that we will use throughout the whole challenge. And none other than Broken War. This thing is so fucking broken, especially on the early game, that this is just insane. But yeah, we after that did the Rising Tide, created our own Rayjack, which was nice. And then we finished the Deadrock Protocol. After all that, we made through our Pluto Junction, and of course with the Broken War, it was just a joke. Simply because of this. Like I said, Broken War is truly broken. Yeah, since we needed to open 3 Neo Relics in the future, we decided to do some spy missions to get some Neo Relics and maybe some good mods. We managed to get 2 Neo Relics before the game decided it's enough for you for today and we supposed to just GTFO. So we were satisfied with 2 and went back to Deimos. And a little bit of Cetus as well, just to finish preparing for our Necromech, which we'll be farming the other day. Day 5, the most RNG heavy day of the challenge. Because for today, all I have planned was the isolation vaults, but just before isolation vaults we still needed the Master Rank 5 test. That took us 40 minutes to wait for the test, so we just gathered more resources on Deimos, and then we started the test, which was easy. Now, you probably realize by now I'm not talking, and I will not be talking a lot about the Master Rank tests, because they all just are easy. Our mastery is on point every single time, every single day. We just are on top of the master rank, so I won't be talking a lot about that. The one exception will be at day 9, since you know that day 9 mastery 9 test is one of the trickiest one for the newer players, so we'll just get to this footage later. For now, let's focus on day 5. Before necromech farming, we did some railjack missions to get our mastery rank for the railjack as well. And then we started the vaults. First 2 runs were actually pretty good. We got 2 parts, so we were 2 for 2. And we still needed 2 more. Then I started to worry, since it took us 3 other runs to get another part that we needed. And then, actually, I never thought that would happen. But after 6 runs, we got our last part. We got the engines. Now you may understand my surprise, because on my test account I spent like 4 hours alone farming only the engines for the necromech. I've made the notes, like, I don't know if you can see, you cannot do this, okay. Then let's just do it like this, like that. There you go. For example, you're just gonna base it on amount of text. This, with all this green, this was day 1, right? Day 5, which we are at right now, I didn't think we're gonna get these parts so quick. This is all I wrote for day 5. Not even this. This is all I wrote on day 5. And this is called Deimos Farming Isolation Vault Necromech's Parts. That's it. Because I was sure we will not get the parts so quickly. So yeah, I was really surprised that we get all the parts in only 1 hour and basically like 40 minutes. To be honest, I did not expect it to be done so soon, and I didn't know what to do next. So we basically just did some railjack missions, completed Earth and Jupiter, and just went ahead by doing some quests. And to be completely clear, just one very annoying quest, which is a Wave Rider. Don't get me wrong, I really like the idea, the story behind the quest. It's fine. Most of the stories in the Warframes quest are really fine and good. But the system of getting this quest to progress, like you have to do tricks on the K drive. I don't see the point of making people use something like they don't like. I don't care. I kind of enjoy K-Drive. Of course I prefer Archwing, but this time we can't get Archwing since we don't have Dojo, so we don't have the Archwing launcher. But forcing someone to do this is just too much. They base it on the quite fun comic book, let's just say. But yeah, we did it and we are moving on. Day 6 was actually another heavy day, of course, when it comes to quests. We started the day by going to Sedna and doing a Master Rank 6 test. After that, we started the War Within with no problems at all. And now we can fuck this up really easily with this new Void Slings. So let's not do that. As I was saying that, alright, have it your way. Your way sucks! maybe some problems, especially with the new mechanics. Because for those who don't know, the operator powers basically were reworked just a little bit, but just enough to make the segment of learning those powers for one quite easy, and for two sometimes even tricky, because I think the quest wasn't changed at all since the rework. So yeah, that made it a bit awkward, but we still got it. We managed to pull through. And since the night was upon us, we started to do some Eidolons. And after 2 complete runs, it was time for Hidden Message and Octavia's Anthem, another great quest. With those quests done, in some nice timing actually, we got to leveling our Warframes for a second. With 2 hours left of this day, I decided to start Sands of Inaros, which we crafted earlier today. This quest, due to a lot of killing involved, took almost 2 hours, but I remembered we should just start the Jorda's preset, since we need actually to craft 2 types of pods to get through the quest, and both of them take 8 hours each. So within our 18 minutes left, we cleared up Ares Junction and started the quest crafting the first pods. So, day 7. Day 7 started with the second part of George's preset, and we started crafting of the second pods, which of course 8-hour timer. We're gonna end this quest tomorrow. And now it was time for a Master Rank test. Of course, it went without any trouble. With Master Rank 7 we wasted no time and started the Silver Grove. Now, for which I scanned the plants before. I got the chance to scan basically every single one of these when we went to the planets they're on. So with that all being scanned and done, this quest took only like 30 minutes, and that was basically just dialogues. We were good and we are moving on. The Call of the Tempest Ari, another really fine quest. The first quest actually that require us to use our railjack after some struggle in space. Beautiful song.
Below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below, sleeping in the cold below.
And spacing a really badass Warframe, we've completed the quest and went to the most repetitive.
You are approaching a hive. Every hive is protected by a series of tumor nodes. Destroy those, and you can destroy the hive.
Annoying
Is protected by a
series of tumor nodes. Destroy them,
those,
and you can destroy the hive. And pointless.
You are approaching a hive. Every hive is protected by a series of tumor nodes.
In case you've forgotten, quest yet. Did you know that every hive is protected by a series of tumor nodes? And if I can destroy them, then I can destroy the hive? Because I didn't know that until now. Don't get me wrong. Patient Zero quest took us 30 minutes. And in my opinion, it was 20 minutes too much. Like, this is even... okay, but after dealing with this BS, it was time to farm Eidolons, because we still needed like 2 or 3 to get everything done for the Mask of Revenant. So yeah, we went and farmed some Eidolons. Can someone besides me target those things? Finally, he understood how to use Necromech. Congratulations! Wow! Just... what a waste of time, really. 1 hour later, we had enough cores to get to Observer rank within Quills. By doing that, we've unlocked the Mask of the Revenant quests. To complete this quest, you need at least 2 parts of the Revenant, and then you fight them, you get the main blueprint, and the quest is done. But at this point, I was convinced that you need 3 parts to do this. Yeah, it took me 2.5 hours to get all 3 parts. I was mad, exhausted, and we just did some easy missions on Pluto and ended the day, basically. So that was day 7. Day 8 started with some Sanctuary Onslaught to make use of our last 2 hours of Affinity Booster. When our equipment reached max rank, we went to Finale of Georgia's Preset, and this fight, when you don't have any mods for your gun, is just pure pain. 10 straight minutes of this sound. Yeah, that was annoying, but after that nightmare we embark on a journey through one of the funniest and most annoying characters yet, Nathaniel. And don't get me wrong, Glass Gambit is a really nice quest in its base, but by doing Index 6 times in a row, 3 rounds each, and every round you hear this fucking noise.
Don't kid yourself. What? It's disgusting. It's beautiful. Those colonists would wager this? Don't those idiots realize how much this is worth?
This voice is just irritating by this amount of time. So, after almost 2 hours of this index cycle, I wanted to chill for a second, so we did some sortie, which we get actually 3,500 endo, so that's nice. Then we did some more leveling, even more random missions, and then the night came, so we went and did the Mask of the Revenant. Since I've realized I don't need all 3 parts to do this quest, I just let Revenant craft. I just let him go. I don't know why, I just did it, and we are moving on, forgetting him forever. Since we need to complete mod in the Void to start our next quest, that is exactly what we did. And it was time for the start of the day. The Chains of Harrow. My second favorite quest in this game. After making sure we were all set up, it was time to begin. Nearly 1 hour later, the Chains of Harrow was completed, and since we had some more time, we did the Chimera prologue as well. Yeah, goodbye Space Mom. You might be missed. The rest of the day I just did some more random missions, and basically that was it. Day 9. The day I did less than I actually planned for once. First 2 hours we just did some missions, clearing up systems, all that good stuff. Then leveled up our equipment and our Necromech just to unlock his shield ability. We don't actually need his ultimate for the new war. We just need shield for these mines, you know what I'm talking about. And so we did Master Rank test number 9. Yeah, that's the one test that most of the player base struggles at some point. And I almost failed it. Almost failed it. So after this exciting adventure, we went straight to the star of the day. My favorite quest of this game, the number 1, the one and only, the Sacrifice. This quest is just so fucking awesome. We learned so much about the lore itself, about the beginning of the Warframes, the old war, the basically the past of Ballis and Hanhao. But also we've experienced very touching and extraordinary moments of Umbra. I remember the first time doing this, I actually cried at the final memory scene, and those who played it know exactly which one it is. So after stabbing and teabagging Ballas, we learned that Umbra has better master rank than me, and immediately actually proves it to us why. After completing the sacrifice, we watched all the Prelude to War stuff, and we smiled at the sign of paracesis that we don't need to craft. Thank fucking god. We went for a little break, and my stupid ass decided to clear some Kuva Fortress by myself. Wait! Don't! Don't! I don't know how to do this! Don't hate me, I don't know how to do this. Do I go in here? No? Shit. 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 Well... I think I have to open this, but where is the console for that? Oh. I swear, 1500 hours in this game and I never done this mission solo. Ever. There's always a team carrying me through this shit. Yeah, I've never did 2 of these missions alone ever before, even on my main account, so that was pretty interesting. I've learned a lot. I was really tired after this, so I just cleared some more easy missions, and this is basically the end of day 9. I just ended like 40 minutes earlier than normal. And now the final day. Day 10. I started by clearing Sedna and doing a Master Rank 10 test, which is basically a joke compared to even previous Master Rank 9 test. With the Master Rank 10 challenge requirement complete, we went to the New War. Amazing quest, a lot of fun, plot twists, even a headache for some reveals and stuff. But I must say one thing. I hate what DE has done to Era. Like, before that, before the New War came out, all the teasers and trailers made him look like a badass villain. The one we were all scared of, like, he was just this one OG badass that we need to defeat. And when the New War just came in, it was like, he just became Bal's bitch. Like, don't get me wrong, but they made him so pathetic. Era was made so goddamn pathetic, it was just heartbreaking to me. But besides that, this quest was just awesome. I saved Space Mom, she killed Ballas, and I did a little makeover of her. And now we have White Blue Nata on our side. After the New War, I've decided that before the Angels of the Zerman, I want to clear the whole star chart. And that's exactly what we did. Lua, Neptune, Ares, and Pluto. With all missions done, we started the quest. The quest itself took us 30 minutes, which is great. Not long, not hard, sometimes spooky, it was fine. Great quest. Okay, let's move on. With that, we have done 2 or 3 main requirements for this challenge. All quests have been completed. Now the only thing left to do is to complete all the missions. And basically the last thing we have to do is clear Zerman. And so we did just that. We did all the missions, mostly with Frost, since enemies were at levels 55 to 60 and my Frost was the tankiest Warframe I've got, so yeah. With some struggles, we did it. I have done all the missions, unlocked Arbitration, and officially completed 10 days recruit challenge. Oh, god damn! Oh, finally! I did it! The challenge is over! Let's fucking go! All the missions! Master rank 10! All quests! Done! No dojo! No platinum! No traits! Now I must say, it was an awesome journey. A lot of fun, a lot of stress, bullshit RNG or annoying voice lines, and some of course unfair mechanics as well. But we did it! At the beginning I was really nervous since most of the people that saw my posts about this challenge, the trailer itself, either did not believe me that was a real thing or just straight up told me it was over. Some even call this a just bait for the views. But I've proved to them and to myself that it's possible and I can do it. To be honest, we still had like 3 hours of combined time left. So it's probably the sign that we can make this even harder and still do it. But maybe next year. The biggest unknown, however, will always be the RNG. We just can't predict it in any way, shape or form. I farmed Valkyr systems for 30 minutes, where on the other account it took like 15 minutes for the whole thing. We farmed the old Necromech in less than 2 hours, when on my other account it took me almost 6.5 hours. Like, by doing this challenge, in the most cases it's not even up to me. It's up to the RNG itself if it wants to give me the parts that we need, or the weapon, or the blueprint, or the even resources. Because to be honest, we got pretty lucky and maybe next time we won't. So it might be different, but if you want to embark on this journey, go and do it yourself. Go for it. I wish good luck to every single one of you who wants to try it, who is brave enough to basically follow my footsteps, or maybe do something with this challenge. Maybe change it a little, randomize it a little. Whatever you want to do with it, go for it. Good luck to you. Thank you so much for all the support during the stream and off stream as well. It was amazing, and I hope to see you on my other streams, not only for Warframe but for Orcs Must Die, Pokemon. So thank you so much, and as always, have a nice day. Remember, loot first and questions later. See you soon, guys.